Oh, my name's Abigail Waiwashu, and a lot of stuff's happening today that is just out of my control. And got some roast beef ramen that I'll be cooking here on the show. And then, holy shit. And then I got this hurricane that I'll be drinking on the show. Oh, it's a hurricane big gravity. 0.1. It's malt liquor right on the label. Be bold, be smooth, be powerful. Category 5. You're listening to Malt Liquor Radio live on 40-ounce channel. I like to bust up my ramen. Got the water boiling right here in front of me. A lot of people call me a ramen expert, but I'm not. I'm not a professional. I throw the. Here's the seasoning. I'll show you the seasoning pack. Once I dump this son of a bitch. There we go. It broke down now. It's just enough ramen to feed a grown man. Fuck it, I'm just gonna throw the fucking mix in right away. A little packet of roast beef meat, I guess. Okay, and then it's just like that. Throw that away. Wash my hands up a little bit. Let's find a spoon. Actually got a fork. I got a fork, a big dark. Sorry about that. I know how people respond to people not being on the cam. And as soon as the ramen begins to boil, I boil it for less than a minute. I'll shut it down and just let nature take over. It's hot water. It's a hot one today. I'm already beginning to sweat my ass off. Had some toast earlier with some malt liquor. I get this cracking. Big one. This will catch me a mighty good. Mighty good. Mighty good buzz, that's what I'm trying to say. Also got some circus time popcorn laying around. I also got some caramel. Cocoa G's. I don't know if I can get into that. I'm just helping the ramen by stabbing it with a fork. Breaking it down. Whoops about that. Got some bottle caps that I've been saving. I'll eat those, probably. Alright, you can see now how the water is just getting to be boiling now. It's taken about, well, less than 5 minutes. Probably about 5 minutes, I guess, it takes to boil this water. This water is bottled water. So, it's a little different than tap or artesian well water. It probably has some plasticine in it. I was watching some Joe Skull. I think I talked about that earlier. He guys was making some homemade pizzas that I swear I could smell them, man, right through the video. Lucky to have some home cooked pizza. Lucky, lucky, lucky. It's Power Malt Liquor. So now I shut the heat off, and the ramens are sort of al dente. I don't know if that is proper for, culture wise. Whatever it is, it's softening up, but it's not entirely softed up. Fucking sun is so hot on Earth these days that I can't stand it. I just cannot stand it. And I heard the whole world is heating up, the oceans and stuff, I guess, and like fish are boiling in the water, and octopuses are coming up cooked, and people can just eat them. And the sea is salt, so there's already the salt. But yeah, man, I wish there was just gray time all the time. And cool, not burning fucking hot, miserable heat. Oh. I mean, I love the sun, but it can go away anytime now. I honestly, that's how I feel. Just hate the heat. I love the sun, but I hate the heat that it is done. And there's no sign of rain. It's going to be hotter and hotter each day of this week. It's already 80 degrees. Tomorrow will be even hotter. The next day will be even hotter. We're talking 90s. Eat right out of the pan. Because I'm a man. You gotta understand. And just so you know, I haven't wore underwear for over 30 years. About 30 years ago or something, maybe longer, I just said, fuck underwear, man. I'm sick of these briefs. I'm not gonna, buy into it anymore with your Fruit of the Loom Victoria's Secret man panties. Real men just wear pants. And it's a lot more comfortable, I swear to God. And a lot less laundry. And you know what? If you got skid marks, you better do a better job cleaning yourself after you take a hoo-hoo. Because that's just nasty. Malt liquor. I stopped using deodorant about the same time I stopped wearing underwear. I said, fuck speed stick, fuck it all. And then I went and I started using those rocks that you wet. It's like a salt rock, and it kills the bacteria in your armpits. But yeah, I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. I don't have to buy it. I don't have to smell like it. I don't have to do nothing. I just spray cologne sometimes if I need it. Otherwise, it's all good. A little bit of ramen goes a long way, man. Darn it. Darn it. There was a Kool-Aid stand up across the block yesterday. And they pulled, at the end of the day, those fucking kids left a bunch of garbage on the street corner from their lemonade stand. But we got a lemonade for like $1 something. You gotta clean up your mess, man. You gotta. Ramen expert. It's not hard to be an expert in ramen. It's pretty simple. So, I'm starting a new job on Monday. My last day of work on my previous job was Monday. I'm really looking forward to the change of pace. Change of pay is incredibly astounding. For around here, I mean. It's sort of a... Well, I'll be working on the weekend with my buddy, but my buddy got a job offer, and then he asked me if I'd be his helping hand. He's got a lot of experience in construction. That's what we're doing this weekend. We've been working on a place with a deck. And so this weekend we're putting in windows on this gazebo thing that's on the deck. And then on Monday I'll actually be starting. That's a cash job on the weekend, but we'll roll over onto Monday. He's been working at the new job since this past Monday. He's worked for the company before, but he had an offer he could not refuse. So he's going to be like the foreman, and I'll be basically a laborer, construction laborer. Starting out at $27 an hour. So my other job is just paying $20 an hour, and it wasn't even full time. It was just. So the new job is 40 hours a week. There's health benefits, 401k, buy-in, and get paid every week. 40 hours, rain or shine, weekends off unless I want to do cash stuff. So it's pretty straightforward. We're going to be building houses, basically. From what my buddy said, the first thing we're going to do is our insurance claim. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a change. It's going to be, and my buddy, we've been since we were in fucking Head Start, kindergarten. We've been lifelong friends, and he's always wanted to just get a crew of his own, work for this big construction company around here, and it's going to be intense. You're going to learn a lot more. So I'm really grateful that we both worked for this company before. And it's changed. The company's changed over there. It was probably back in I think it was like right before COVID hit. I worked for this company. You had to take a piss test, and they were always doing random drug tests, and we're doing all these remods around here for HUD. But one day on a Saturday, I went into work on a Saturday to do some base work. And so I was installing base on a Saturday, and this one, the main company dude's like secondhand man. He was like in charge of buying supplies and stuff. We came in and he started sort of he was questioning what I was doing and stuff, and I just kind of talked back to him about what I was doing, and I spoke up to him, and I guess it kind of pissed him off because I talked back to him because he questioned what I was doing, and I set him straight, but he didn't like that. So the next Monday, I was installing some screen doors on homes. I was really good at it, and I didn't need help. I could just do it by myself. I know how to do everything by myself. I'll figure a way to do anything that usually requires many people. I can usually figure out a way to just do it by myself. And I prefer that, but it's easier when you have hands, but if you gotta do it by yourself, I can figure out a way. Anyway, so it was the end of the day on Monday, and the guy comes up, I was putting together a screen door to install on one of the homes. And he said, "Oh, you got a piss test tomorrow." And I was like, "What? Tomorrow?" He's like, "Yep. You got a problem with that?" And I said, "No." But I was smoking pot, And he said, yeah, just show up over at the hospital then tomorrow at 8 a.m. and take your piss test. So at the end, I've always thought, I said I took one piss test for this company, and so it's going to be the only piss test I take. So I passed it. I cleaned up for 2 weeks, took the piss test, and it was fine. So normally with this company, because there are a lot of pot smokers, you get 3 days notice, so you can clean out a little bit. But because I talked back to him, this guy just went ahead and like scheduled a piss test on his own. So I quit. I didn't tell him I quit. I just didn't show up the next day, and I got a message, text message from the owner of the company saying, "What's up?" I said, "No, I'm done." I was like, so what happened was, no one but the guy that I talked back to had set up a piss test or a drug test again, screening, except him, and so his boss was like, why is he getting a piss test? And I guess everyone put him on the spot, including the buddy that I'm working with was there, and then this other dude was there, and they were all like, what's going on? And so he got reamed out for setting up a piss test on his own, just because I had talked back to him when it wasn't even necessary. But I quit, and I found a job the very next day again, and I said, and the main owner of the company was like, do you still want to work? You want to still work? You don't have to do the piss test. And I said, no, I'll already find another job. And so that was that. And so I don't like taking shit from people. I don't like piss tests. But that was about, let's see, 7 years ago now. 8 years ago. And my buddy quit that same company because of that same dude that set up a piss test on his own for no reason. But now, so the same guy's still working there, the same owner, but there's no piss test. Daryl got into it with that guy, the piss test guy. He didn't like him, doesn't like him, and he said, as long as I don't have to work with this guy or see this guy or whatever, I'll come back to work for you. And he's really good at what he does. He builds homes. He's excellent. It's perfect stuff. He knows his shit. We work well together because we're lifelong friends. We can still smoke pot. And we do. And so it's like a blessing. Like, I built my own house, top to bottom. But I'm a little slow when it comes to mathematics and stuff, and I really got to take my time. Construction techniques are, there's just a lot of ways to do things the same thing. Larry Hahn, carpenter, good. A lot of good books out there, a lot of good YouTube vids. Construction techniques, building. I did all my own plumbing, I did all the electrical stuff. Framing, drywalling. It's fun. It sounds like the Kool-Aid stand might be, oh shit, bitch. Sounds like the Kool-Aid stand might be up and running. Anyway, looking forward to starting the new job. Starting out at $27 an hour is reasonable, but my buddy said that more than likely starting wage will then increase and there will be more after that. Construction these days is booming around here. Yeah. So I'm guessing by the end of the maybe 6 months I'll get another raise. And I mean, no questions. To start $27 an hour, 40 hours a week, 401k, health benefits. Working with my lifelong buddy, running our own show, I guess. I couldn't ask for anything more. So I got I got today off, which is Thursday. Tomorrow I got nothing to do. Saturday and Sunday I'll be working, installing new windows into the gazebo for the cash job. That pays $30 an hour cash. So that's awesome. And those people are pretty rich. They live right on the fucking lake shore. They got a nice home. We built redid their whole deck, boardwalk, front, back. We did some roof work recently, repairing, and so yeah, I don't know. That's some good broth. Chicken broth, beef broth. Living with you, I'm tired. This heat is just ominous. It's killing people. And no one can control the sun. If it's getting bigger and brighter and hotter, what is Trump gonna do about that? Build a giant ice cube and put it on a rocket and send it into the sun to cool it down a little bit. I mean, I think he can do it. Giant ice cube. Put it on one of them Elon Musk rockets and send it right into the sun. Cool it down a notch. I mean, I could go for constantly 60 degree, like year round. Or at least, 62 top. Fuck the 70s. Anything in the 60s, 69 even would be fine, so. The 60s are back. If the Earth just only got up to 69 degrees anywhere, oh, that'd be awesome. you know, anything below. Like I love fall, cool weather, leaves, and you know, harvest time. It's the best. I gotta smoke the pot. I gotta go to the dump. I gotta take a bike ride. It's a hurricane. I shot a badger, state Wisconsin. Shout out to Ronald Theriot.